Huddled inside your nicotine cloud, you never looked up from the morning news. Cuban missiles, Freedom Riders, Kennedy's brains with your scrambled eggs, and the tyranny, the overstuffed, seriously underfucked, military, industrial, complicated, urgent, evil stuff, and the pigs, and the landlords, and the scumbag bosses, etc. I never saw the tint of your eyes, or heard your close breath, never smelled your voice, but ate stones every day, swallowed whole like lumps of salt that rattled down, and learned to be hard, how to beat a man with a casual word, crush a woman with a sideways look. Learned that we are all in this together to serve the individual. And what you do to a man, you do to all men. And when your baby cries, you let him cry. So when the phone call came, I was terribly busy with important things. But you died anyway, you son of a bitch, while I was in the air over Lake Huron. And those gathered round said you looked at your wristwatch at 2:32. We touched down in a snowstorm at 6:05, rented a little shitbox, skidded all over the road so the stones careened from side to side, cracking my ribs all the way to your silent room, in its empty bed with the corners folded tight against death. When the clock on the wall flipped to 6:44, that's when the stones settled in my belly. Your hands had always smelled of books, musty covers, curled pages that seemed to speak to you, shifting characters and hung phrases, the turn of a plot in the crook of your wrist, illegible notes and unresolved lives stalking about the margins. In your right hand lived the hero by the base of the thumb, the lever on the left between the fingers. Trouble rode the back of your hand, lurking about the knuckles. Luck lay in the valley of your palm. And wrapped in these familiar things, thumb pages, unpaid bills, photographs of good times, I went to the river and walked with great care over consecrated ground. There was a bench, so I sat and watched how water curls back on itself, how dragonflies hover, how each mountain peak framed in cloud moves west to east. You never told me how spruce trees lean in from the bank, how they hold on, propped up by sky, every detail shining with internal light. I had your old notepad in my pocket, but no pen. So for wordless years, I walked the coast from Key West to Killiniq, Cabos to Barrow Bay, crossing cities on the conquerable land by silent stealth, waterways to the endless sea by mute trade. Left skin in the broken ice, blood on every barrowed stone, strands of hair in the wild grass, a lute in the wind-torn dunes. My heart lies with one, my DNA with another. At last, I laid my gauntlet down. On a dusty road I had crawled by day, ran by night, that bedded me in lupine ditches, and warmed my hands by the fire barrels next to shiftless rogues and speechless gutter snipes, staring into purple flames that burned my breath and tattered rags and cleansed me of my restless search for nothing. What is it about the things we do? Where the body knows the feel but can never say. We're a bubble in the brook, a lily pad, a bird, buffalo grazing on prairie grass. Before we make the study, put it into context, streamline the process, conjure specifications in the 10 important languages. How we changeling the forces, send down experts till the sickle pops, for to do the shiny pipes, for the twiddle-dee-dee, to push the little hoodat. How it sinks to your bone, or the sun on your neck, maybe wind in your ear, when the season says what won't be written down, or even whispered. These words are not a poem yet, just talking without sound, lips moving without tongue, fingers, no brain. Could be an alfalfa sprout, or some troubadour singing a bad tune. Goes round a lick like snot, yada yada, blah blah blah. Might even make the charts. Makes no sense though. Hardly a story. There would be a hero. Something would happen. So one day in the shade of an oak, I laid my words down. The permanent war had hardened my heart, my family run from the crumbling walls. Here is my voice, I said to no one. It grieves me. Don't ask me to take it up again. It has spilled too much blood, and I am tired. I'm asleep. And then you arrived in a dream, Father. Your shirt loose, your shoes untied, your long hair tossed in a red sun setting forever behind you. You were cooking whiskey soup, smelled like cigarettes. You spooned a fisheye, put it in your mouth, offered me the other one, talking, as you sucked that eye. What were you saying? To whom were you speaking? Oh, Father, that I could see you now, hear your words, taste your fish head soup. And walked Gabriel out of the smoke, singing songs he had carried forever, walls crumbling behind him, sky cracking before him. His hair hung in shreds, his heart scarred, and from behind his golden mask, he begged for mercy, whispering, "Sing for me, sing for me." So for days, I ran with the wordless dead, barefoot and naked in the short grass, on banks where a river bled. You had left your old shoes at the mouth where the bay wept, and I had left my voice in the well. The living lined stone parapets, worried we would not return, beat their skin drums, but the dead had no such concerns, sang no songs, beat no drums. We ran with the dead in peripheral darkness, and for a short time I dropped the cargo of living. The dead finally left us at the Bay of Tears. You put on your old shoes, and I heard myself speak